Today we are going to compare every TWS earbuds that I have currently in my studio, excluding the things that I have in China, and we'll see which one is the best for phone calls. Let's check it out. Selamat pagi. Good morning, everyone. Kenneth here, and it's actually not morning anymore. It's almost sunset, but whatever. You know what? Right now, you're listening to the One More ECS 3001B. And if you ask me, why do I do call tests like this, not just like every other YouTuber where they just played a street noise or cafe noise or airplane noise with their speaker in their room? That's because I wanted to, give you the real life like situation and how the environment around you will affect the phone call quality. So it's just me. I'm sticking to, more natural kind of approach. And as always, if you appreciate what I do, please do give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more in the future. I hope this video helped in you making the decision. Okay, so just as a baseline here, I'm going to walk across pretty much the same line of street back and forth testing all these earbuds, and there's a lot of earbuds, and I'm going to be dividing them into categories, so please, timestamps are in the description, or you can make use of the new YouTube chapters. And there is a street right beside me, so every once in a while there should be motorcycles like this one, and also many like people chatters, engine noise, car noises, stuff like that. So it should be pretty representative on what you are going to get outdoors, and indoors you can expect this to perform better. Okay, so starting off with the One More ECS 3001B, I know this earbuds perform really well for an in-ear earbuds that doesn't use any stem and doesn't use Qualcomm's QCC3020 chip. So let's move on to the next one. We're going to test out the half in-ear earbuds that I have. And the second one is Flex Zone for Life. Let's check it out. All right, so now we are on the Flex Zone for Life. And if you notice, the quality dropped a lot. And that's me saying without even, listening. Because I know that the Flex Zone for Life is a relatively cheap earbud and it shouldn't excel in any earbud. It's just a good, solid, basic half-in-ear earbud, but not the one that you should get for making phone calls. Let's move on to the next one. So I want to take a little bit of time here testing the Mi Air 2 SE because I don't know. In my opinion, this is not a good earbuds, and I find it shocking because these earbuds, usually the ones with stem, should perform very well because, it literally has an advantage physically by getting the mic closer to your mouth. But I don't know, somehow the mic algorithm, it's not tinny, but it's kind of radio-like, I don't know how should I describe it, but it's not HD as, compared to the other earbuds. So yeah, this is the Mi Air 2 SE. I tested it a little bit late compared to the other earbuds now. But I just want to let you know, this is my second take of the Mi Air 2 SE, and now with more street noise than ever before. So yeah, what do you think of the sound quality? A little bit of wind test with the Mi Air 2 SE here when it's blowing my way. Can you hear that? Can you hear my voice? Or can you hear nothing? So yeah, okay. Let's move on. Okay, so what you're listening right now is the Realme Buds Air Neo, and this is significantly more expensive than the Flex Zone. So I think it should perform better, especially because the stem design here, it brings the mic closer to your mouth, and yeah, it has the Realme R1 chip, so not sure if that is doing as good of a job compared to the Qualcomm chips here. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the Realme Buds Air Neo. We're going to switch to the next one, and that's my top pick for half-in-ear in 2020, and that is going to be the QCY T7. This is, again, significantly cheaper than the One More or the Realme Buds Air Neo, only $22. And can you hear the chatter just now? But yeah, this is pretty much it, how it performs. It's not the best, but I think it should be doable for something at this price. Okay, so by the way, that's pretty much it for me this time. If I brought my Transmart Onyx Ace before I finish the whole video, I'll put it right after this. Alright, so now we are on the Transmart Onyx Ace. You tell me down in the comments below if this is the best for phone calls. Right now we have a wind, very strong wind coming my way, so let me face this way now. So yeah, this is how it sounds. It's supposed to have two mics in each earbuds. That's why they're saying like quad mics. And actually, a couple of earbuds in my testing also have quad mics. But yeah, this is supposed to be good, at least as good as the others. But now we have the QCC 3020 chip with good CVC 8.0 noise cancellation. So yeah, I hope this would be some of the best earbuds that you can use for phone calling. For the Onyx Ace, let's move on to the next category. All right now we are on the QCY C5. This is a kind of standard low-budget in-ear earbuds that uses STEM design. And I've been recommending this earbuds. I think it's plenty good and loud and clear. But yeah, let me know what you think of the QCY C5. We're going to change to the next one now. This is the MIFA X3. What do you think of the sound quality? I think it should be pretty good. And so yeah, that's a general rule here. Usually earbuds, if you see the STEM design, they should perform pretty well on phone calls. So let's move on to the next one. All right, so now we are on the Halo T19. Tell me what you think of the sound quality. There's not much wind, but we have a lot of motorcycles on this side. So yeah, you should be able to hear its noise cancellation technology. One really important thing I want to let you know here before I make the full review is this thing cannot be used for exercises, because when you run especially, your vibration, your head will vibrate and it will trigger the double tap, the triple tap. You know, it goes like crazy, and I cannot recommend this earbuds for exercise at all. Okay, so let's move on to the next earbuds. Okay, so we are now on the Blitzwolf FYE8, and this is another solid Qualcomm chip equipped earbuds with STEM design, and it's in-ear. So what do you think of the sound quality? Let me know down in the comments below. Does the Qualcomm chip make any difference compared to the others that doesn't use that chip? And this actually should be a decently good performer. And this formula will also apply for the next on the list, which is the Pamu earbuds. Okay, so we are now on the Pamu Unique, and this is basically the same earbuds with Pamu Slide or Pamu Slide Mini. I have confirmed with Pamu themselves, so don't worry about it whether you're using Pamu Slide Mini, Pamu Slide, or even Pamu Unique. You are getting the same exact design of the earbuds, and you're getting the same exact quality. Okay, so this is pretty much it for the in-ear earbuds that uses QCC 3020 with the STEM design. So this should be like kind of the best of the best, including that one from the half in-ear category, because for phone calls, the most important thing is when you can talk freely. And with this in-ears, you can hear your own voice in your own head. So that's kind of uncomfortable. And that's why you kind of want to get the half in-ear design while still having that STEM and the Qualcomm chip. That would be, I think, the best. Okay, let's move on to the next one. All right, moving on to the next categories. These are the in-ear earbuds without any STEM that uses QCC 3020 chip. And starting right off, this is the Halo GT1 XR. And I think this is an excellent performer for the price, and you can get the same result by getting the GT1 Plus. So, you know, pick which one you like the most. Do you like a smaller, more compact case, more pocketable, or you want something a little bit beefier that can last you for up to 2 weeks? Okay, so that is pretty much it for the GT1 XR. Let's move on to the next one. All right, so this is the Transmart Onyx Neo. What do you think of the sound quality? This also uses QCC 3020 chip, but I think not all earbuds are built the same, because this doesn't perform clearly as good as its brother, the Spunky Beat. So we're going to test out the Spunky Beat like right now. Okay, so this is the Transmart Spunky Beat. What do you think of the sound quality? In the past, right, this has been the one earbud that I recommended to people who want something that's small and also sounds great in phone calls. And actually, I find it kind of weird, because the earbuds are the exact same design between the Onyx Neo and the Spunky Beat. So I don't know why the microphone is much, much better here. But yeah, there you go. Let's move on to the last pick. All right, so the last in the category and the most expensive one, this is the LiferTech Heavy. What do you think of the sound quality? This uses the QCC 3020 chip. So it should be decent for the price, but I mean, with this kind of design without any STEM, by the way, noisy car just passed by. And I don't think it would perform as good. Anyway, just to let you know, the M-Pound T5 also uses the same design, also uses the same chip, so I think the mic should be comparable to this for almost half the price. All right, so that's pretty much it. Let's move on to the next category. All right, so starting off strong, this is my top pick of the year, the Soundpeach True Shield 2. And despite its super space, which barely fits my pocket here, but I think this is a good performer on the mic section, even without the Qualcomm chip attached. So this is it, the sound quality. It's decent for the price, $35, but the other features makes this a really good option for the price. Okay, let's move on to the next one. All right, so we are on the QCY-T9S right now. What do you think of the sound quality? And this is another earbud that's really good for workout because of its ear fin design. And I think this replaces the QCY-T1 Pro because it's just better in every way. Not motorcycle, just rides by. All right, let's move on to the next one. So here we are with the Japanese Firefly 2 and a lot of car noises from this side. So what do you think of the sound quality? In my opinion, sound quality is not its selling point, but it really has a lot of features for the price, and it's also very exercise focused. It's how durable it is built. It's like those are its selling points. I think it's surf visible. It's okay for live, shorter bursts of calls, but it's really not something that you would buy for longer periods of video meetings and stuff like that. Okay, that's pretty much it for the Japanese Firefly 2. Let's move on to the next one. All right, this is my current top pick for workouts, and actually talking on the QCY-T6 feels slightly lighter on the others because it doesn't have as much seal as the other earbuds that uses ear fins, because it doesn't depend on the ear fins and the seal to keep the earbuds intact. It actually has ear hooks. So yeah, that's a really nice design. That's why this is my best pick for workout in 2020. And what do you think of the sound quality? It should be decent. And right now we're very, very close to the street. I mean, not that I was that far off. It's just like a couple meters away. But yeah, this is the QCY-T6. It should be good for the price. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the category. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so on to the next category, and this is what I call the best for music. And actually, it's all KZ earbuds. I don't know why I put it in this section, but as you can see, there are other earbuds that sound just as good or even better, but they just, went into the other departments. Like, by the way, you're listening to the KZ S1D. What do you think of the sound quality? I think, in my opinion, it should be okay, but yeah, there you go. There was some motorcycles just passed by, and yeah, it's not really good or anything, but yeah, it's not really bad too. Let's move on to its bigger brother, the KZ-S1 right now. Okay, so now we are on the KZ-S1. What do you think of the sound quality? I find it to mostly be the same with the KZ-S1B, so I won't talk too long on this one. It's okay, and also with the next other earbuds, KZ-S2, KZ-1, I think that should perform exactly the same. So yeah, let's move on and switch to the next one, the KZ-S2. Okie dokie, right now we are on the KZ-S2. What do you think of the sound quality? As always, let me get closer to the street here so you can hear probably if there is anything going on here. But so far, none. A couple motorcycles are coming, so let's wait for that. Like for a couple seconds, and then we'll move on to okay, here we go. Motor just passed by. Can you hear that? Anyway, let's move on to the next one, and this is the best for music in its price range, $35, my favorite KZ. The sunset is getting more and more beautiful by the minute now. This is the KZ-Z1, and basically my favorite earbuds, sound quality-wise and fit-wise. While it's not perfect, it doesn't have volume control, and the battery life only lasts for 2 hours and 30 minutes. But I think it is still a really, really nice earbud. If you want to have a fun sound quality with really nice trebles and really nice bass kicks, it's really something else at this price. So yeah, this is how it sounds. What do you think of the sound quality? All the KZ should be pretty much the same in my opinion. So let's move on. Did you hear that? Okay, so now we are on the Tin Hi-Fi 2000. This is not the loudest one compared to the others, but I noticed that it's got a pretty decent noise cancellation, even though it's not that loud. But yeah, you hear by yourself. What do you think of the Tin Hi-Fi 2000? I don't expect a lot of people to be buying these earphones, but yeah, this is how it sounds, and it sounds really great for music listening. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. All right, so we are now on the Tranya B530. What do you think of the mic call quality and this? Actually, I wanted to review this. They sent me this to review for a long time now, but I just didn't receive it. I didn't know how to receive a package in my country. I know that's weird. But anyway, I put this in the best for music because on my first impression, listening to this, it is so nice. It's got really punchy bass, and I think I will put this straight into the best for bass category just because how nice sounding it is without compromising on the mids and highs. But anyway, this is how it performs in phone calls. What do you think of the sound quality? Let's move on into the next one. Okay, so let's kickstart things with the QCY T4 in this category called Best for Gaming. So all the earbuds here are the best earbuds for gaming, and this is how the mic will perform in case you want to start a voice chat, right? Like PUBG, like Mobile Legends, and things like that. This is what you're gonna get. So what do you think of the QCY T4? Very noisy motorcycle just passed by again. And we'll move on to the next option, and we have quite some earbuds in it. All right, so we are on the Halo T15 right now. I almost said T19. With its gaming mode, you can also. Anyway, what's that? And with its gaming mode equipped, it performs as a good tier 2 gaming mode. And if you don't know all the gaming mode tiers, go check out my top 2 earbuds on 2020 video. I will probably link it up here. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Alright, so still sticking with the Halo, this is the Halo GT1 Pro. And this is the older version where the mic sound quality will not be as good as the newer ones, such as the GT1 Plus or the GT1 very noisy car just passed by. This is it, the Halo GT1 Pro. It's okay, it's decent when you're gaming inside, indoors, but definitely you are not using this to make phone calls outside. Okay, so on to the next one. This is the second pick of the year. This is the Realme Buds Q, and this will be the first sample you're hearing Buds Q from my videos. Actually, I have recorded a separate video for its full review, and yeah, I've compared it with the AirDots S as well, Halo GT1 XR, and I think it is pretty good. And actually, you know what? For the price that is more expensive than the other options like the QCYs or the Halos, that should actually be a given. By the way, we're just playing right now and have a car or the other side that just passed by. So yeah, see if you can hear that or you can hear just my voice clearly. And we'll move on to the next and my best pick of the year for gaming, and that is the Redmi AirDots S. Alright, so we are now on the Redmi AirDots S. What do you think of the sound quality? In my last testing, my comparison with the GT1 Plus, I think it should, perform very decent. By the way, we have a lot of wind coming from my way here. So yeah, see if you can hear that, see if my voice becomes very weird. Okay, so no more winds. We have a lot more cars going on the street right now. What do you think of the call quality so far? During all the games I've played with the Redmi AirDots S, never a single one of my friends complained of how I sound. And that's basically the point of these gaming users, right? So yeah, this is it, the Redmi AirDots S. I think it should serve as a good baseline for the other gaming earbuds to beat next year. Alright, so that's it for best for gaming. We'll move on to the next category, and this will be the last for the day. Alright, so this is going to be the last category for the day, and I hope you can hear my voice clearly because these are the earbuds that it will be best for you to avoid. Okay, first on, this is the Transmart Funky Pro. I mean, there could be some earbuds that is on this list as well, including the Flextone 4 Live, the Air 2 SE, but that's included in other categories. But this one, I don't know where to put it, so I'm going to put it here. And this might be the best of the bunch in this category. So let's move on to the next one and see how bad actually can these earbuds get. Let's find out. Alright, so moving down the scale, this is the Mifa And actually, I said in my full review that this could be a defect, but I heard from other people in the comment section, and they said that, this is the normal call quality out of Speakerphone 5. So yeah, they are not that great. Plus the added static noise that's very annoying that I get with the Z1 Plus. But the Z1 Plus I got was a defect unit. So yeah, this is the Mi 5. It's great for the price, great sounding, all the features that you want, the low $20, but just not for phone calls. Let's move on. Okay, next up on the list, this is the second lowest now, and that is the Huawei T90. Actually, you know what? I think I should put the Mi 5 below this one, but I'm not sure. Anyway, these are not good for phone calls. I am not even sure if it's right now because I've tried to play a Mobile Legends match with this one, and my friend said they cannot hear me at all. So not sure if this is my unit. Some of you said the Huawei T90 performs better, but yeah, this is how mine performs. So let's move on to the last one for the day. This is the ZNT earbuds, and I never got to review this earbuds because it's just how, I don't think it is necessary for me unless, someone asks me, what do you think about the ZNT earbuds? Then I would say to them, don't get it. Anyway, that's basically it for the day. By the way, before we end the video, I just want to tell you that the ZNT earbuds is kind of the only one that, keeps reconnecting to the phone even though the earbuds are inside the case, and that's very infuriating. Anyway, let's move on. Alright, so that is pretty much it. All the call tests for today. Right now you're listening to, my microphone on the iPhone 10. And basically I'm just hand holding it. It's about one hand away, one palm away. But yeah, I hope in the end this video could help you make that decision. Which earbuds are good, which earbuds that you should avoid, and basically how it compares to, without using any earbuds at all, which is what you're listening to right now. And you can hear. There was some very noisy motorcycle just passed by. So yeah, I'm just gonna end this video today. Thank you so much for watching. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. And that's where I'll leave this video right now. And then see you in the next one. Bye. Here that can last you for up to 2 weeks of use. What is going on in my mouth? Okay.